Hello everybody, this is Funny Bob here, welcome to race number 42 of the 2020-21 NROL Skittles Cup Series season. This is the SNCF 400 at the Autodrome de Paris. It has been some time, and what I mean by that, well, for you guys it will have only been about a week since the last NRL race. However, for me it's been a whole 6 months. Yet this is my first time recording an NRL race for 6 months, so I want to apologize in advance in case I make any mistakes, any foul-ups, in case there's a certain storyline that I forgot about, whatever. I haven't been doing this for the past 6 months, but I'm glad to be back, and it's time to race today. So today, the NRL Skittles Cup Series takes to the Autodrome de Paris for the second round of the 2020-21 playoffs. And, well, it was safe to say it was an interesting playoff opener last week at the Twin Ring Motegi. So, what we're going to see here at the Paris circuit, well, I'm not too sure. But, before we, of course, it's time to give you the starting grid. So, the pole for this one is Oliver Alonso, second is Florian Bobbin, third is Denny Hamlin, fourth is Purser, fifth is Ryan Blaney, 6th is William Byron, 7th is Gudrun, 8th is Kevin Harvick, 9th is Mike Coaches, 10th is Kyle Busch, 11th is Jimmy Johnson, 12th is Tim Tom, 13th is Kurt Busch, 14th is Douglas, 15th is Tyler Reddick, 16th is Martin Truex Jr., 17th is Joe Logano, 18th is Matt Kenseth, 19th is Cole Custer, 20th is Rebecca, 21st is Chase Elliott, 22nd is Chris Buescher, 23rd is Christopher Bell, 24th is Donald, 25th is Brad Keselowski, 26th is Eric Jones, 27th is Eric Almirola, 28th is Clint Boyer, 29th is Alex Bowman, 30th is Duck, 31st is Nia, 32nd is Russell David, 33rd is the Relix Box Nerd, 34th is Matt Benedetto, 35th is Ryan Preece, ooh, not a good starting position for him, 36th is Austin Dillon, 37th is Ricky Santos Jr., 38th is Ryan Newman, 39th is Bob Wallace, 40th is Daniel 6, 41st is Mommy, and 42nd in last is Quinn Half. So very interesting starting grid as per usual, but of course, starting grid doesn't usually matter because, well, it's about who can be there at the finish. But like I said, I have not recorded a race in 6 months, so I do apologize in advance if I make any mistakes or foul-ups, as I get reused to doing this after not having been doing so for the past 6 months. I've been focusing on Bill & Ted Season 4 all this time, and just kind of put this party on the back burner, but now I'm back. This may sound weird because, you know, I have certain other races going up before this one, like a week before this one, but for me, like, as I'm recording this is the first time I've recorded a race in a good 6 months, so, yeah. Anyways, enough about the past. Let's see what happens today. What about your pole sitter? And for about, you could use some good runs because Fernando Bobbin only has 1 win on the season, and that came a long time ago. So let's see Fernando Bobbin gets up this game today. And same can be said about the other playoff drivers because some of them were better than others at Motegi. I mean, and then you had Cole Custer, who finished dead last in the race. So Cole Custer had an absolutely terrible start to his playoffs. So let's see who could do better this time. And green flag is in there. We're underway for the SNCF 400 Autodrome de Paris. Fernando Bobbin already getting a pretty good launch all over on the high side. This is a pretty treacherous track to overtake, so it's going to be interesting to see who does what. Denny Hamlin right behind Fernando Bobbin as they'll pick up speed. Already at 200 miles per hour on the back straightaway. There goes Denny Hamlin underneath Fernando Bobbin already. And already Fernando Bobbin, your pole sitter, he is being chased down by everyone behind him, but they're still side by side. And Denny Hamlin going to lead the opening lap here at Autodrome de Paris. But Fernando Bobbin not giving up just yet, although we may have to go back a little bit. And remember, it is only the beginning of the race, so you don't have to get all excited just yet. Oliver, though, beneath Fernando Bobbin. Oliver also making an overtake. And the two number 11 cars are now first and second, although Oliver still has to clear Fernando Bobbin on the high line. There goes Ryan Blaney. Ryan Blaney, he's had a lot of success this season. Didn't win the regular season championship, but he's been up there. And Oliver is still trying to clear Fernando Bobbin, but they are still side by side with each other. And Fernando Bobbin now having to tuck behind Oliver as Oliver has cleared Fernando Bobbin. The two number 11 cars are now first and second. You know, we could have a perfect count if Ryan Blaney was at a front ball. We could have had a number 11, 12, or 13. But right behind him is Gridrin. Gridrin has not had a brilliant season, so yeah, obviously not in the playoffs. But maybe he can at least take this opportunity to step up his game in the last 9 races of the season. Going behind him as well. And front of him with another attempt at overtaking Oliver. Now, one thing that is worth saying is that this is a very difficult track to overtake at. Overtaking here will not be easy. It is possible, but it's not easy. Never has been, and, well, yeah. I almost considered, dropping this race from my revised version of the playoff schedule, but I decided to leave it on because my first time recording this race, it actually went decently. I figured, hey, let's hope lightning strikes twice. I should mention, this is actually my second attempt recording this race. My first time was back in July, or no, it was June. That race has now been scrapped, though, for a number of reasons, but, well, I might explain it later. But anyways, regardless of all that, we are now rerunning this race. Oh, what's this? Douglas already having to come to pit road. Must have hit the wall at some point, or just somehow just broke the car. I don't know how that happened, but Douglas already having to go into pit road. Ryan Blaney trying to use this as a chance to get an overtake, but Douglas is right on the bottom lane. Ooh, not helping Ryan Blaney's case. Douglas right in front of him. Come on, Blaney, you gotta do better than that. And here's Florida Bob with another attempt at overtaking Oliver, but still can't quite do it. It helps to be on fresh tires, but we're already almost 10 laps in, and those tires are probably, well, not worn out, but they are definitely slowly starting to degrade a little bit. Especially with the high speeds and the big loads going through the bank corners here. I'm doing 222 miles per hour on the straightaway, so this is actually one of the fastest tracks that we've gone to all season. And this includes the super speedways. Here's Oliver with an overtake attempt on Denny Hamlin, and oh dear, can't quite do it. That's kind of the theme here. Blaney out with an overtake attempt on Florida Bobbin. Holy moly. And he can't quite do it. He's got to tuck him behind Florida Bobbin. Well, here's Oliver. Oliver trying to go with the send. He might make this work. Nope. Can't make it stick on the corner. Also, I do apologize if I'm a little bit stuffy. Actually, I've had a stuffy nose now for quite some time. I'm just gonna blow my nose before this recording. But anyway. For the Bobbin. Another attempt. Yeah, it is, like I said, not easy to overtake here at Paris. Let's see, can Ryan Blaney do it? Nope. So I guess the question now is, when will somebody do it? Actually, you might see a better chance in overtake once tires begin to fall off. Like, once we are on some lesser worn tires. Lesser worn tires? That made no sense. Some more worn out tires. I think you will begin to see some overtaking. Here's Florida Bobbin now with an attempt. Oliver actually trying to overtake Denny Hamlin. Well, from the moment trying to overtake him. Not going to work though. I mean, going too wide here is hard enough. Now try going 3 wide. It's just impossible. Ooh, Oliver. And just in front of Oliver on the high line. Okay, now we're seeing some different lines here. And Oliver gonna make it stick this time. Let's see if we can try again on Denny Hamlin. Okay, now tires are starting to wear out. Now we're starting to see some more movement. As Oliver has been able to make it stick now and is trying his best to get around Hamlin. He throws it to the inside. And I think he's going to clear him. Nope, Hamlin still gets to run the high line. But Oliver is slowly but surely making his way around Denny Hamlin. And this time he gets a good run. And new leader in Paris, Oliver to the lead at the Autodrome de Paris. Meanwhile, we have some more side-by-side action back here. William Byron and others trying to get around Gridrin and the others as well. Alright, but yeah, now the tires are starting to wear out, it'll be a little bit easier to move around. So, how long until we either see Denny Hamlin get back around Oliver, or Floyd Bobman get around Denny Hamlin? Here goes Hamlin. And yeah, now that tire's starting to fall off, it's a little bit easier. And there goes Hamlin with the send. And Denny Hamlin back into the lead. Throwing to Bobbin. I mean, Floyd Bobbin should know by now it is possible to overtake here, but granted, it's not very easy to do either. Oh, here comes Oliver again. This could become a battle for the lead. I'm a little bit surprised that some of the lead cars are actually battling with each other. Everyone else is all single file. But maybe this battle for lead will lead up to something. Ooh, Denny Hamlin going high. Denny Hamlin going very high. Denny Hamlin now with a good run into the corner. And Denny Hamlin now under fire from Floyd to Bobbin. Meanwhile, William Byron gets the same idea and tries to get him on Gridrin. And there is Floyd to Bobbin moving up second. So doesn't quite clear Denny Hamlin. Now he will absolutely clear Denny Hamlin. Hamlin running the wall. And here comes William Byron trying to make it 3 wide out of turn 2. And William Byron, oh Byron though, it messed up his corner entry. William Byron, not a particularly smart maneuver going to that corner. Alright, Floyd Bobbin now trying to chase down Oliver. Ooh, Gridrin. Also trying to get around Denny Hamlin. And here's Floyd to Bobbin. Now catching up to Oliver. I expect an overtake on the horizon. corner. Ooh, I had to let off a little bit. And I think about Paris, if you send it too deep, oh, it's not gonna work. You have to be a little bit more calm. So let's look through the field. How's everyone doing? A lot of moves. I think the biggest one though is Douglas. I don't know what happened to him. Okay. So I think tires might have now passed the point where it's actually possible to make an overtake without losing traction. But we are almost at the halfway point in this race, so I expect pit stops will happen pretty soon. I also have seen this National Series race here where I'm not gonna let the cars didn't have enough horsepower to actually do anything. That race though, that race has been scrapped and will never be, well, I mean it might be seen someday, but it will never count towards the championship. This race though will. So, we've seen a number of moves, a number of overtakes. But I think now, the field has gone back to calming down a bit now that we're on worn tires. Unless Corner Bobbin has one more trick up his sleeve. I don't think we're going to see overtakes until the pit stops. Yep, see, for the moment, just tried to get underneath Oliver, but he lost traction. That's actually just allowed Denny Hamlin to get a run. But Hamlin can make the run either, because tires are too worn out. So, we have another 5 more laps to the halfway point. By then, I'm half expected to see pit stops, although we could see pit stops a little bit later in the race. I'm not too sure. We'll see in a moment. So, I guess now I can use this opportunity to say that after the Twin Motegi race last week, I had to completely revise the last 9 races of the schedule. That's actually the reason why it's taking me so long to resume this project. Because the problem is that the original not the original, thing was, right? I had recorded a lot of the races in the playoffs, but a lot of them were either stupid races or boring races, and it just became a mess. And you know, these last 10 races, they're supposed to be the most important races of the whole season. These are the money races. These are the races that you want to do well in if you want to become a champion. And the champion decided a bunch of silly races? Nah. So, I got really close to this season before I decided nah. Until then, I scrapped the results from every single race I recorded after Motegi and totally revised the schedule. Well, a number of races were removed. Some other races were kept and moved around. There's actually one of the races that I've kept on this revised schedule. Except I'm having to re-record it because for one, the distance is a little bit longer, and for another, it is now the second race in the playoffs. Previously, I think this was the 4th round of the playoffs. Yeah. Yeah, so previously this race was the second round, the 4th round, now it's the second round. So it's also influenced the paint schemes being a little bit different. And of course we have to, well, that's nothing, paint schemes. And really we just have to rerun the race and, you know. Alright, we're right about halfway in this race. It's still ain't 220 on the straightaways though. Lap times, actually even lap times are not falling off that badly. Oliver's best lap is a 24.8, and he's currently setting lap times of in 25 seconds, which is only 0.2 slower. That's not a lot of time. But that being said, we'll have to pit eventually. Because we can't go like this forever. Here he goes for the moment again. There's a problem though. I also wonder how the field's gonna stack up again once pit stops are complete. So, well, this race has been kind of fun so far, but I don't know, this track, it's not a bad track, but it's just the way that it works. Doesn't make it the best track for racing. I mean, you could barely make any moves at all at the start of the race because you're going so fast because you're on fresh tires. Then when the tires are slightly worn, you can make moves because you slow down a little bit. But then, once again, you can't make any moves again because you don't have enough grip to make a stick corner. There, see for the bottom, trying for the millionth time to get around all over, he just can't do. Well, no, he just can't do it because he hasn't got enough grip. Actually, no. I'll give him that. That was his best attempt yet in the overtake, but just couldn't make it work. As for the pit window, well, I'm not sure what the pit window is here. So as for when we'll see pit stops, I don't know. But, oh, hello. Nope. And every time you think for involvement is going to make it run, and he always slips up. Actually, for the bobbin, not going that fast either. Actually, now we're back into the 25.2, so now we dropped 0.4, or no, 0.5 from the high speed laps we were doing at the beginning of this race. Ooh, slightly better lap that time. Well, I guess all we can do now is wait for pit stops. First race I'm recording in 6 months, and the first half was pretty interesting. The second half, though, well, I do think pit stops will make this race interesting, or what if there's a weird twist and there are no pit stops at all? What if these guys can't actually make it to the end of this race on their current set of tires? But I'm just not quite sure where the pit window is. So we have about roughly 30 laps to go. Let's see what these guys can do in those next 30 laps. They are definitely getting progressively slower. It'll also be interesting to see how pissed up setting up the field. Like, who's gonna have a slightly better pissed up than the other guy? So I do apologize if this part of the race is a little bit boring. At least the race has been pretty fast. I've only been recording for 26 minutes, and if you discount the intro, this race has only been going for 20. Actually, if you discount the timer here, it says 28 minutes. If you take away 5 minutes from that, I've been going for about 24 minutes, and the race is more than half over. Wow, what about with his best send yet? But he had to jerk the car because he wasn't gonna make the corner. Because he's got worn tires. Oh well. Oh well, I haven't been recording. Well, this race has been going for very long, and it's already more than half over. It does feel quite a bit longer with how little has happened in, recently. I should say, in my first time recording this race, they did pit late in the race, but I can't remember when they pitted. That race was also slightly shorter than this one. I actually lengthened the number of laps of this one to get actually accurate with the actual distance advertised, rather than last time it was just go with what the track says. So I added the track on Nightfall to make this race a little bit longer. Oh, I have no idea. I tell you what though, these guys make it the full race on one set of tires. I'm gonna be wholly surprised, because I can remember for sure they pitted on the first time I did this race. Although, I guess at least this race wasn't, the guy in first place wins the race, and there was actually some passing and some action going on. So I guess the race wasn't a total sausage. And I won't be scrapping the results this time. Oh well. How about this though? This race may not be the best, but next week's race, that is not going to be a race you want to miss. This race, though. Ooh, wait, where's Russell? Oh, he's in. Oh, still in third. I thought Russell David made up a position or two, but no, he's still back in third. I will admit. Oh, here we go. Piss ups are happening, and even that. Oh, what in the world is going on? Everyone's straight to the wall. That came out of nowhere. Robin had to go high there, and some drivers actually going on to that straight in the wall. Well, here we go. Pit stops are happening. Alright, so here comes down this time. Mama coming down. Barry scraping the wall. Good job, Barry. Oh, Barry. Wow, Barry can't get off the wall. Wow, good job. We're going to lose a couple spots. Hammond coming down. Douglas and others coming in. Or no, Douglas and others. No, there are others staying out. It was Douglas who was... I can't talk. Hang on, Douglas, he was in last. I just say Sully, or Tim Tom now first. Right now. And for the bobbin. Oh, here comes Oliver, actually. Oliver may have been the first one off the road. I'm not too sure, though. Although he is in a bit of a battle with... Shoot. He is in a bit of a battle with Gridrin. So we'll see. Alright, so now pit stops have cycled through. So let's now see who ends up where. Williams, Hamlin, and Blaney. They were up here in this battle before they pitted. Oliver up to third. And for a second, it's Tim Tom and Chase Sully who still... I thought they did pit. Yeah, they did. So Oliver is going to have the lead here once we are done cycling through. And Gridrin, who was already up here, is now up to second. Yep, there we go. So now you got Oliver, Tim Tom, Denny Hamlin, Ryan Blade, Ford DeBalbin. Ironic 12, 13. No, 11, 13. I can't count. And then you have bank coaches. Timmy Johnson, Kurt Busch, Matt Kenseth, and Matt Benedetto. Some lap traffic to deal with though. Brad Keselowski. He came back on the track in a bit of a bad maneuver. Glove driver too. So Brad Keselowski, not a good start. I say not a good start, not a good race for him today. Alright, less than 15 laps to go. Can Oliver hold off his technical teammate Gridrin? Or does Gridrin have one more trick up his sleeve? So let's just come to mind, Gridrin does have one win on the season, and that win came back at Kansas. So Gridrin getting his second win of the season. But as has been the theme with this track, depending on the condition of your tires, will determine your ability to make any moves. Since everybody just pitted, we're going to be on slightly fresher tires. However, will there be enough laps in the race for Gridrin to make a move on Oliver, or does Oliver have this on lock? Oliver also has a win this season. I can't remember where else he won. As far as I know, Oliver won at Sonoma. I can't recall if Oliver won any other races this season. But Oliver is a winner of the season regardless. Here we go, lap traffic, Gridrin. As Gridrin... Oh, hang on a minute. That's Oliver's Scottish teammate Douglas holding Gridrin up. But they're still in the Solo Motorsports camp. So, some teammate rivalry going on? Could be. Either way, as it allowed Denny Hamlin and Ryan Blaney to kick back up to these two. We could see an interesting battle for the win. Maybe. And Ryan Blaney in the playoffs. I don't remember how good he did in Motegi, but he's going to get a good result here, which will definitely help his chances at the championship. Same can be said for Ford DeBalbin. In fact, Ryan Blaney and Ford DeBalbin, these are the two drivers I talked about the most season. They're both going to have a good finish today. But ultimately, who is going to win the race? Does Oliver have it unlocked, or does Gridgen have one more trick up his sleeve? Or I should say up his funnel. That sounded even worse. Alright, less than 10 to go. And Oliver having to deal with a lap car, well, not a lapped out car, but a slow car, Brad Keselowski. Actually, I say slow car. Brad Keselowski just as fast as Oliver and Gridgen, but somehow he just got in front of him after a bad pace or something. However, here comes somebody who is definitely off the pace. It is Mommy, who somehow got ahead of Brad Keselowski. I think Mommy might have an impact on the lead here. Let's see. Actually, as for having an impact, is there even enough time for that? I'm not sure. We're almost there. This time by, it's going to be 4 laps to go. 4 to go in Paris. Oliver has the lead, and he has his teammate Love Gridgen right behind him. Brad Keselowski actually pulling a little bit away. Or pulling away a little bit. I forgot how to speak English, I do apologize. And Mommy is not too far off in front. However, she's not exactly a slow poke either. Oh, now it's 4 laps. Oh, yeah. No, it is 3 laps to go. 3 laps to go. I think Oliver has it in the bag. Two laps to go. Doesn't look like anything's gonna happen. Oliver, he had the lead before the pit stop cycles. He keeps the lead after the pit stop cycles. And now, he is 1.5 lap away from winning. Not a playoff driver, so the win won't mean much, but at least he'll be able to better his points. And white flag, 1 lap to go. Brad tells the right in front of him, but Oliver has a good enough gap on Gridgen, and he might be able to make it last. Gridgen, though, might have a bit of a run on the back straightaway. Final corner. But it is going to hold, and Oliver will win the SNCF 400 at the Autodrome de Paris. Well, after Oliver had the lead, there was no looking back. It's still a bit of a mini bout here between Brad Keselowski and Mommy. Who's gonna get it for 35th? Oh, it's gonna be Mommy. It's like being in a slower car. Well, that was an interesting race. I think the bigger talking point will be which club driver finished where. But that number 11 So Is Motorsports camp, they're gonna be happy for the driver, as would anyone be after winning. So then, our standings. Ooh, some guys have better days. Cole Custer, 23rd. At least he's got some more points now. It's not much, but at least it's better than last time. And Russell David finished up 28th. There you go. So, right. Anyway, your full playoff. Oh my goodness. Your full finishing grade. Oliver with the win. Gridgen 2nd. Denny Hamlin 3rd. Ryan Blaney 4th. Forty Bob 5th. Bank Coach 6th. Jimmy Johnson 7th. Kurt Busch 8th. Matt DeBed 9th. Matt Kenseth 10th. Eric Jones 11th. Rebecca in 12th. Joe Legal 13th. Kyle Busch 14th. Mark Truex 15th. Christian Bell 16th. Donald 17th. Tyler Reddick 18th. Duck 19th. Clint Boyer 20th. The Relax Boxer 21st. Nia 22nd. Cole Custer 23rd. Ryan Newman 24th. Ricky Sessier 25th. Bo Walls 26th. Chase Elliott 27th. Russell David 28th. Alex Bowman 29th. Austin Dillon 30th. James 6 31st. Kevin Harvick 32nd. Tim Tom 33rd. Wasn't Tim Tom up there? No, no, he was up there during the pit cycles. Anyway, Tim Tom 33rd. Purser 34th. Oh dear. Purser playoff driver, not with a good day at all. Mommy 35th. Brad Keselowski 36th. Another bad day for him. Eric Gumrola. Oh dear. Eric Gumrola 37th. Quinn Half 38th. Chris Butcher 39th. William Barnard 40th. And I only just noticed this right now. Ryan Preece, what happened? Oh no, Ryan Preece with a disaster of a race here at Paris. Ryan Preece, another driver. After Ryan Blaney was the points leader for most of the season, it was Ryan Preece who battled back and forth with Martin Jr. for the regular season championship. Ultimately, I think Truex won out, but Preece still finished second. And I don't remember how he did in Twin Motegi, but as for today, well, this might be a race to forget for Ryan Preece. But it will at least be a race to remember for Oliver and everyone that did well today. So, but this is only round number 2 of the playoffs. 8 races. Well, say we're just getting started. So, hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. And I will see you in whatever I make next.